Welcome back to investRand, where we take the guesswork out of property investing. As I always say, this is a channel for successful property investors and future successful property investors. Today, we have an interesting topic. We're going to be speaking about, now that you bought a property, what happens after your property transfers. And if you're at this stage and watching this video, congratulations on your property purchase. But hey, it's not only about purchasing and acquiring your property, but it's also about managing it effectively. And before we get into today's video, I want to touch on something. If you want to get a comprehensive guide on exactly this subject and more other subjects as well, you must make sure that you go to our website and download our ultimate guide to South African property investing. This is a handbook for all property investors who want to make sure that they're making informed decisions. So now let's get into it. So now, for many of us, getting a property investment is one of the most major and significant milestones in our lives, because now finally you're one step closer to your dream and you finally got the property that you love. And that's exactly something we'd like to hear. But one thing one has to remember is that it's not only about acquiring the property. As I said before, it's also about managing it. And this video is going to give you an overview steps on exactly what you need to do. So the first thing one needs to do after your property gets transferred is acquaint themselves with the property. You need to go and walk around the property, make sure you're understanding what exactly is going on, and make sure that you're taking notes and you're understanding if the property needs any renovations or is okay and is ready to take on tenants. And that's something one needs to do. And at this point, if you haven't already gotten a professional property inspector, you might need to get to one at this point so you can prioritize the most important things that are required in order for you to attract a great tenant, but also make sure that your property is also in a good condition as an investment. The second thing you want to do is make sure that your property is well insured against natural disasters or anything like theft that can happen to your property. And yes, of course, if you're having people on the property, you might want to make sure that you have that liability insurance ready to go. So you need to ensure that your property is well insured. And if you're having a student accommodation property, you might want to look up what exactly public liability insurance is and exactly what is required as part of your requirements for NSFAS accreditation. So this is something that is very, very important. Make sure that your insurance is proper. And if you want to go one step further, you can also make sure that you're getting content insurance for all the contents inside the property. But that is on an individual basis and based on your needs as an investor. The third thing, which a lot of people get wrong, is making sure that all your utilities are up to date and they are actually in your name. Sometimes some conveyancers and property transfer attorneys manage to do this thing right, where they change all the utilities from the previous owner's name into your name on time. So that means you're going to be getting updated statements and you're going to just be continuing making sure that your payments are done on your utilities such as water and everything else. But sometimes they get it wrong. So you need to make sure that you are proactive at this. Make sure that all the utility statements that you get are up to date, they are in your name, and you start making your payments immediately. The other thing you want to make sure that you are doing is making sure that your property taxes are properly based on the correct valuation of your property. If you're paying a little bit more on your property rates and taxes, you just need to make sure that you're speaking to your municipality and the person who is responsible for assessing your property to make sure that you're paying the right amount on your property rates and taxes. So this is something that a lot of people can actually save them a lot of money on. And if you're not doing it right, you'll just keep paying a lot more money and this will erode your profit. So make sure that the rates and taxes that you're paying on your property now actually align on the correct assessment on your property, and this is your responsibility as a property investor to do. So now this is the exciting stage where if you're going to be renting out this property to people, and if you're watching this channel, you're definitely going to be renting it out so you can be able to make some passive income on that property. Make sure that it's in the right standard to attract your ideal tenant. I don't know what that looks like because we all are targeting different segments of the property market. And if you're attracting young adults, make sure that they will love your property. The renovations must be done according to their standards. You need to understand exactly what they need and make sure that your property can attract them. And if you're going for students, the same thing applies. You need to make sure that your property is in the right condition to actually attract the students. So this means that you need to now start doing your renovations on your property property to make sure that you're attracting the right and ideal tenant who's going to pay you on time, stay in your property, and they're going to love everything else that you do because it's going to be tailor-made for them. So now, if you finance your property, this is the time that you want to familiarize yourself with your loan terms and making sure that you're setting up a budget so you can start doing your loan repayments. So you need to make sure that you understand when you're going to be doing it and start doing that properly so it doesn't affect your credit score. You're not one of those people who's paying late, and this is a very crucial part for people who are financing their properties. You need to, of course, know exactly what the bank is going to be giving you during the time they're giving you a bank approval, but this time you need to look at the detail of exactly when you need to be paying your home loan so you can start making your repayments on time. The last but not least part is you need to make sure that you have property management that is effective in place. If you're somebody who's going to be staying far because you might buy a property in a location that is making great return on investment, but you're not based there, then you need to get the right property manager for your property. Of course, this can also happen if you're somebody who's very busy, your schedule is demanding, you have work, you have family, and you have all of those things. Your property manager is the person you need to make sure that you succeed in meeting your property investing goals in this case. So make sure that you vetting the right property managers. You've been speaking to them for a while. I usually recommend that you start having conversation and interviews while the transfer is getting finalized before registration happens, so you can now appoint them and they can take over and they make sure that you're running your business as a well-oiled machine. By following these steps, you are now sure that your property is going to be well maintained and well managed. So that means all those return on investment ideas, goals you have, you're going to be able to meet them if you follow the right steps. And remember, this is just the beginning. For you to get a comprehensive view on exactly what to do, you need to go to our website and download the Ultimate South African Property Investment Guide, and make sure that you do that right now. So if you need any specific assistance or any help on your property journey, make sure that you book a call with us so we can help you on your journey of property investing. We have a group of experts and we are here at investRand. This is our mission, to make sure that you make informed decisions when it comes to property investing. And that's exactly why we created the investment marketplace, and we are creating these videos to take the guesswork out of property investing. Book a call today. Is a free call. Let's speak to you. Let's find out what the situation is, and we are happy and more than happy to help you to ensure that you succeed, and you also have a team around you that is going to propel you to your success. I'll see you later. Bye.